sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that and try to improve in this one today. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
On second down, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jeffrey Bossa in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points was to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat them.
He pulls it in around the 5. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little. Too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Seahawks.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He's got his man Brown. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They stuck it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. You can get everybody to the ball. Eventually you can take him down. In this case, they do it for a loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Forced out wide, taking off. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Putting the tight end in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The second down throw is incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Room to maneuver at the 35. Good looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
That's another Seahawks.
Darnold to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
To throw again is Darnold. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver.
Brings up third down.
And it's going to bring up third
6
down.
yards to go.
Darnold to the air once more. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Darnold quickly to Smith-Njigba. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 10.
So try again. It's second and 10. Here's Darnold again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown Seahawks. That is second TD catch of the season. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out in front by a... It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. No chance at all. He'll go down. Julian Love, the safety there, worked his way in and records the sack. On second down, Pacheco trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
It is third and long. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge front. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's in trouble, and down he goes. Jeffrey Massa working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this first half.
At the 16-yard line.
2 minutes to go, first half in a 2-point game. We're back to Seattle after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Darnold to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
11 yards. There's another Seahawks.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Darnold. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Michael Dixon now as he is on to kick it for Seattle. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
1st down, Chiefs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. To number 89. It's a pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. A return now from the 4. They'll get across the 20, mark them down 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hanson. He has and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker,
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up bait out to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they get this one across midfield. to the 47-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Looking, Smith and jig his way again, and again a pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. With the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Darnold. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 6 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Dixon took one for the Seahawks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Starling Thomas is there on the tackle. It is 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Mahomes. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now give on the ground. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throw on 1st down is Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Conner. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's put up some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their positions. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, KC.
1st down, Kansas City.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. And I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 29, here's 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That one swung out wide to Walker. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
For a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard
The tight end
line.
fan in motion. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
At the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Cup in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. The tight end going in motion to the left.
1st and 10.
Here's Darnold again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so he's going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Caught left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
To throw again is Darnold. And he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play. in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third and long. Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Stick with him again. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
And the first down, Chiefs.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Pickup of 3 brings up second and 7.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.
I think